So in the previous video I showed you how you can actually create a real account with Mugan markets and how you can actually deposit, and I actually did that and I actually did trade, and these are the trades that I did, and I made over about 40 rands. Okay, I was trading NASDAQ mini. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how I made these 40 rands, like how did I do it. So let me not waste your time, let's begin. So this is NASDAQ mini. So here is what I did, and it's simple, and you're also going to be able to make this money and even more, because this was only work for a day, and from there I did not continue, but I will continue again. So if I go back to the trades again, you can see that these are buy trades. Okay, so what I did was that I looked for an uptrend which is forming up. So how do you know that an uptrend is forming up? Well, it's easy. All you need to do is, okay, I'm going to do so how does an uptrend get formed? So let us take for example the right here. So obviously this is going to be my low. Okay, this my high. Okay, so these weights are too big. Let me try to use initials. So this will be my high, and this will be my low. This will be my higher low, and finally this is going to be my higher high. Okay, so let me try to connect these points so that you can understand better. So I'm going to pull up this. Okay, from here to here, that's my high. Okay, from here to here, higher low, and then from here to here, higher high. Okay, we now get what I'm trying to say. That's an uptrend forming up, but this looks dirty, so let me try to use something better. Okay, so I'm going to use the path 2. So let me start again. So this point here is my low. Okay, my high, my higher low, and finally my higher high. So let me just increase the size to 4 pixels. Okay, and obviously let me try to zoom in. So an uptrend is currently forming up. So this is the first step that I did. So the second thing that I did was that I actually drew a trend line, and simply going to pick a trend line and just simply put it under here. So remember, a trend line has to have the maximum number of touches. So I don't know. Okay, it now has got the maximum number of touches. So if you remember clearly, I said this point here is my low, my high, higher low, higher high. So an uptrend is forming. So now how did I enter a trade? So I did one more last thing here. So here is what I did, but as for me, okay, this uptrend forming up is not that good, so I would rather just have this trend line somewhere here below. Okay, I know it's not touching the most, it's not having the most touches, but I think for now just leave it there. So what I did is that I actually connected the higher high to the trend line. Okay, so what do I mean by this? So what I mean is that, okay, I'm going to pick the arrow. So from the higher high to the trend line, I connected it like this. So here's what happens when you connect the higher high to the trend line. All you need to do is simply wait for price to break out, and all I did was enter a trade. Okay, so let me just do this. Okay, okay, then my stop loss was simply below the line that touches the trend line. So I don't know if what I'm talking about is making sense, but that's all I did. Then for the take profit, I simply followed the previous high. So the previous high seems to be this one or this one. So I think this will be my first take profit, and finally my last take profit here. So all I did was just do this and put it somewhere there. Okay, so now let me zoom in. So let us see what happens now. So let us say you enter a trade, but not right now. You're supposed to enter a trade when price breaks out. So let's find out if price is going to break out of the line we just drew above, which is connecting the trend line with a higher high. So let me just click on play over here. Okay, finally price did break out, and here you would have entered. Okay, you would have entered the trade. Let us say it's a lot size of 1 or 0.1 or whichever. So let us say you bought over here. So let me click play, and let us try to watch what will happen. Okay, let's just try to have patience. So our first target profit has been hit. Okay, and yeah, our first target profit was here, and finally our last target profit also would have been hit at this point. Okay, so this is how it's done. Okay, so yeah, so this is how I did it. That is how I was able to make 14 rands. So I don't know if what I've just said has made sense. So I'm going to repeat that right now. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to go to the open chart. So here's what I did. First of all, if it's an uptrend, of course, I have to start from below, which is low. Okay, high, higher low, higher high. Okay, so at this point you simply leave it. The next step that you have to do is draw a trend line. So I'm coming here and I'm coming to draw a trend line just below that. Okay, when you draw a trend line, the following step is connect the higher high to the trend line. You're going to have your another lower high. I don't know if it's higher low or lower high, something like that. So I'm going to connect it from here to here. So when you connect it like that, what you need to do is simply wait for price to break out here, set a stop loss below, and a target profit on the previous high, and that's it. This is for an uptrend. For a downtrend is the opposite, just the same. Okay, so I hope you've understood something from this. So make sure that you create an account with Mugan Markets so that you can trade NASDAQ with or other currency pairs, and you'll be able to create a rand trading account just like I did. So if you've got any questions, feel free to ask, and remember to subscribe for more videos like this. Bye for now. This is Keith. Yeah.